Hey guys, Batman24 here. How's it going? This is my first video here with on YouTube for poker. I'm playing on AAA Poker right now, or 888 Poker. It's on the Pacific Network. Pretty much not playing anywhere near my normal stakes right now. Basically, I kind of got bored with poker over the last couple months and just grinding it a lot. So I've decided to start kind of a challenge to keep me relatively motivated, I suppose. So basically, I put $80 here on 888 Poker, very small amount, and my goal is to grind it up to $1,000. Starting at the 2 cent, 4 cent, no limit games. So yeah, I'm pretty much just gonna be posting videos as 10 minutes of gameplay and just kind of talking about how the challenge is going and all that stuff. So subscribe and follow along. So I've played about 500, close to 500 hands right now. We're up like 620 or so. So yeah, that's about all that's going on. And I guess we'll just play a couple hands here, and then that'll be that. So here there was a bunch of limps we ISO'd, and we got a caller. Now this guy donk shoves all in. I don't really know what he's gonna do that with, but it is somewhat tempting to call off because I'm gonna see bet a ton, and then he's just gonna have to fold most of the time. But and he just has 60 cents, so he could just be spewing it off. But with just, I think I'll just let him have it here. When he's shoving over pot, if he had like a pot shove there or less, I'd probably call. And I don't really know anything about him, so. And we're gonna ISO again here with the suited ace. And I just like min opening on my buttons. That's pretty much my standard, at least for higher stake games. I might end up switching that up if it doesn't seem to work very well, or if people are calling a ton, and then I can switch it up to get value. That kind of sucks. Okay, so I probably, given that he's shoving again here, I may have been correct to call previously. And here again, I think my hand would do pretty well against his range, but against the bounce also cold called and GSN also limp called, so I'm just gonna fold. With the odds that these guys have to call, especially after I call, and at 2-4 you're gonna get a bunch of spews. So yeah, we would have been perfectly fine calling off against him there. As we thought, and this guy probably would have folded in the end at the ace jacks maybe if I were to have reshoved, but we're gonna fold the ace 7. King 10 here, we opened up, we got a caller, and we're just gonna c-bet here. Not a great board for my hand, not a great, oh, that was, okay, good. I didn't realize there was 3 players in the pot there, but it probably wouldn't have mattered much. Anyways, that's a spot where you can, with a hand like King 10, there's no problem just like checking back and giving up, because a lot of, especially like really low stakes where people like to call, anyone who has an ace is going to call here, and unless the turn is like a king or a 10, you're really not going to be able to continue barreling, so checking down is perfectly fine. And we get a caller, so we're definitely going to pop this up. We're going to go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Because these guys like to call decent hands, actually, they're all pretty short stacks, so I'm just going to go 50 cents here. I would have pushed it a little bit, but they all have like $1.60, 60 cents, $1.24, so wow, I can't believe he call folded that, and then, okay. I haven't played too many hands of 2 cent, 4 cent yet. I'm not really sure if I should be 3-betting light at all. Because, I mean, people like to call this level a ton. So I think you're going to find a lot of people who are either going to call because they, quote, want to see a flop, even if you are 3-betting them. And then I think there's going to be people who see it as queens plus and ace king and fold a ton. So I think that when you're playing, that's one thing you should be looking out for with each person is, especially at this stake, is how they perceive 3-bets. And given the short stacks all around me and this guy's shoving 45 cents, and this guy open limp, I'm just going to reshove over him with ace queen suited. I think that's perfectly fine and pretty standard. Yeah, queen 5, so we'll hold up here. And we just got fade of 5 and we're good. And we do. Pick up a little pot there. This guy opens to 34 cents. Ace jack out of position. I'm just going to fold because I don't really know how he plays. That was probably a pretty nitty fold actually. But especially, yeah, he was kind of in late position too there, so I was probably a little too weak. Especially at this stake. Obviously in higher stakes it's not as bad because you're out of position with a hand that's dominated, and like if you hit an ace or a jack and you know it's like bet, you're pretty much have lost. So yeah. Anyways, this guy like donk shoves, I think. No, they don't show me. Pretty sure I raised that pre. Anyways, I'm just gonna reshove over him with the nut flush draw. He only has 98 cents behind. It's a pretty decent pot already, and I got 2 overs and the nut flush, so yeah, we're way ahead right here. Oh, that's gross. So he banked a 9 ball to take the pot. Pretty sick there, but that's fine. Not much to worry about. Lost $1.25. Got it in way good. He had like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 outs or so, and we had all the redraws. So. Can't complain about getting your hand in good. Pocket twos, we're going to open up. A7, we're going to open up. I'm not a fan of limping behind at all. Really in any, I'm going to call the A7 in position here in any game, but I'm going to explain to you why I'm doing this. Because I have bigger stacks behind me and 5, 6, 7, yeah, he's min bet. I'm going to take a free card here. I could ISO or something, but I think I'll just take the free card. So again, the reason why I over limped here is because his stack is really short. Like I don't want to ISO and then have like call, and then this guy shove. So because of my, so he bet checked, and I'm just gonna bet here. In the top right, I'm just gonna bet pretty much anything that comes. And that's obviously the best card for us. So again, yeah, I over limp here because if and then I'm gonna let one of these guys ISO to like 12, and then it'll go. Then he'll either shove or call. So if he shoves, I can fold. If he calls, I can call and have great odds. And we're obviously calling this. Oh wow, sick river. So yeah, nothing you can do there. We both made a straight. It's pretty standard there. And had it bricked off, we would have taken it down as planned. So pretty happy with the way that hand played out. Pocket 8's nothing for us. We're just gonna fold. Seven balls probably good here, so I'm just gonna min bet and hope we get called by an ace. Or pocket 6s and under. Alright, so that's that. Pretty run bad session, but we're fine with that. So we'll see you guys next time, alright? Good luck, guys. Take care.